We're back here on the lathe again, and we've got the link belt. Now you can see 2 rivets, 3 bolts. What I'm doing is pulling the nut off. Cutting your fingers off because you're pushing towards your finger instead of going to the side. Getting the bolt out. I wasn't cutting my finger off, but you know, getting close. Pulling the bolt out. Getting the leather washer off. Dearie me. Knocking the camera. Awesome. 3.2mm for 16mm rivet. Putting the leather washer on. Stuffing it in. These are the only 3.2mm washers I could find, steel washer on. The mandrel does not fit, but it's a bit slack, but it's good enough. Putting the pin out, and that's another one done. And then I thought to myself, after I've done 2, I thought, hold on a second, hold on, something's bound to be going wrong here, isn't there? It's bound to. Everything else has been going wrong this week. Well, it hasn't, but you know, I've had a pretty bad week. Now, I've got the original bolts here that went through, and they're a bit crap. There's one. Focusing on it. A bit crap. You wouldn't even be able to get a screwdriver in that, would you? Come on, let's face it. They're tamper-proof, obviously. Well, some of them, not all of them. Some of them are tamper-proof, some of them aren't. To be fair, they did mix it up a little bit. That's one of those screwdrivers where you've only got half a blade. Yeah. So, you know, quality made engineering screws. But by the by, oh God, come on, stop hitting the camera, man. These were all around about the same on length until I ground them down. So that's a ground down one at 15.89. So 15.9mm. And for you guys that are Imperial, 625. That's what I ground it down to. The original length of a bolt, this is one before I ground it down, 692. Or for all those people that like real things, 18mm. No, sorry, 17.6mm. The new rivet is longer than that. It comes in at 19. They're listed as 16mm rivets. So even from the back, they are 17.55. And 17.55 is slight, it's about the same, is it not? Just about the same as that. Now, we'll look at the evidence. This was run in the lathe. And it might have just been skimming the top of the bolt a little bit, but basically it was, on that one there you can see, the front of it was completely whacked off, and the back of it, not even a problem, but that one might be bent. And this one has got a skim off, but there we go. So this one is, this one's been skimmed off both sides. Yeah, I think we'll agree with that one. So let's measure that one. The length of that one was 16.48. So 16.48. It was scraping both sides, and it must have been quite close. Let's see if we can get close again. It wasn't quite touching the bolt. Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of scrape on the bolt at the back end there. And I forgot what the measurement was. 16 point, oh come on, Divo. 16.7 approximately. Now these rivets work out to be a whole millimetre less than that, 15.6. 15.4. 15.4. That's what I put in when it was good. Yeah, 15.6. That's a whole millimetre less. So I'm thinking that will probably work. And on, and on, and on. Unfortunately, unfortunately, about 50 washes. Only one that one. But 3 days trying to keep it tight because the mess was going on around this area, and a number of bolts and nuts, and I was checking the stems on the floor. Now it's just like a machine. Like a well-oiled machine now. Yeah. I'm talking serious concentration. Oh dear. No, I'm not going to do stuff in it. I'll get a lister. Just a carry on to the lister. I'll stop. I'll full service. Come out, found out, inject seals. I'll deal to litre. Citrus gas out, away. And then I'll lister, thankfully. I'll still feel a bit. We'll do this. I'm sure I'll lister origin. All these stops lister origin. We'll do this. I'll do that. Let's do it now. Run on time. So, roll to the floor. Come on. Come on, guys. Do that. Get it. Get it. Carry on. Oh. Yeah. What are you doing? You can take all the way on. So, I've got a lot. And so it's like, if they would go I'll have to figure out to do like around the world, so it's not out. But fingers, quite a lot. Keep doing it. That's my manager. I wasn't taking over now. I think I don't know what I'm saying as well. And then what? What's on my line? I'll go anyway. I'll check the technology and just going to oh yeah, cracking into the math out here. Well, that's way too good. It's not all right now. That's all. That's easy, Last one, so I can get a good grasp on it. So, you know, I think the 18mm rivets would be a more, you know, presentable job, and these metal studs would more than likely stay in. A couple of them have come out. So one for a start, a couple of them have come out. There you go, there's one that's come out. See straight through the rivet. And I think there's two that came out. Yeah, there's the other one. So it went pear-shaped, and I've started modifying it. The bolt came off, it all went wrong. I'm trying to get a little bit of extra space. I ordered new washers. There's the old and the new next to each other, if you can see that there. So there's the old one, so separate them out. And there's the new one, right there. Come on. Yep, so 10mm, 8.75mm, 5/16. So, fingers crossed with that new washer size. They're on the inside, and they are at the width of the belt where I'm attaching them. They're stainless steel, the other ones are mild steel. The other ones have the fibre leather patch on the inside to protect the belt from being pulled through. I'm using the fibre on the outside this time. The old studs were 15.7, I think they were, before I filed them. The new ones are 15.5. These have been ground a little bit and filed quite a lot. So 15.7, there you go. The new ones are 0.2mm less. That's probably the thickness of the stainless steel washers, which gives me a little bit extra. The depth, .5mm, 2mm. There's approximately ½ difference on them. I think I gained ½ last time. Was it a mil last time? I can't remember. I gained something last time, and it made an improvement. One way it would rotate freely. I could run the lathe at speed. The other way, in reverse, all hell break loose. I tried to file the ends off a little bit more, and as I was filing the ends off the belt with the lathe running, then one got snagged and the belt got wound up inside the headstock, and I had to tug on it a little bit to get it out, and I didn't video that, but it was amusing. So now the new operation is riveting from the top side. New smaller style washer on. Get ready for a roller coaster ride. hopefully in that you saw inside of the machine. Now this is what the belt was like after it had been ran and ripped out. Nuts fell off. Then I made the modification of putting the rivets through from that side. That didn't work. Now I have redone all the rivets from this side. I have put the protective bits of leather on. So clearly if I take them off, I still get about another 0.2, 0.3 of a mil maybe by taking them off. But fingers crossed now, it's a bit fur at the end because I filed it as it was running. Fingers crossed now it will go in. Let's find out. Can I get it in? Let's bring the camera around so you can have a laugh. Oh, I'll have to set it up. Hold on a second. Alrighty, here we go. So you saw inside there. This is in behind the lathe now. So I'm going to try and attempt to get this wire up around, saw the two pulleys. We've got one pulley here and then one pulley further back. I'm going to try and get through the back pulley. Wish me luck. I'll need it. This is not easy. So you have to get your hand right up. Get it flipped over the pulley that you want it over. Good grief. It's already been a pain in the backside. And try and hold it so it doesn't fall down, because that's always enjoyable. Get your hand right up. I think it's over a pulley, I think it's down the side of the pulley. That's always handy. Try and get it up there. Don't know if that's in the right position or not. Get some more wire up. Spin the lathe a little bit maybe. Bit more wire up there. Spin the lathe a bit more. Still can't feel it on the other side. Push a bit more wire up. So I've actually, you saw the picture, I've actually got my thumb right around the top of it, or not right around the top of it, but up near the top of it. Oh, I think it's gone. No, I know where it's gone down the side of it, is where it's gone. I've got a bloody pigeon watching me through the window. It thinks, what's this crazy human doing? Got his hands on the back of a black thing. Oh, yeah, well, there's quite a lot of wire up there now. I don't know exactly where it's bunching up and going, but it's definitely up there. Oh, yeah, I've got it. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Don't drop the other side. Right. So, that was not easy. I'll make sure it doesn't fall out. So it's gone over the top and round that way. Oh, let's just kick everything over as well. That's always good. So, that means this belt is going to be, when I put this belt in, it's going to come back around over like that. Yep. So, what I shall do is I'll go in from the back of what will be the top. Shall I? No. Ooh. Going from that side there, we'll pull it in. Yeah, we'll pull it in from underneath, we'll pull it in downwards. I'm going from the bottom up like that. Somehow, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Through. up, over, through that one. I'll just put it through one by one and then poke it through the next one. There. Tie a knot in the end of it so it can't pull through. It possibly can pull through, but it's a lot harder to pull through if it's got a knot on it. Pull that taut. Pull that taut. Feed it in upside down. Oh, I've made life really difficult for myself. Fingers crossed I'm on the right pulley. Let's just try and verify that. Yep, I'm on the back of the 2 pulleys. Alright, here we go. So now it is engaging with the V-groove and it ain't liking it. Same problem. I don't think this is going to be successful. It's going, but is it going to go all the way round easily? Got it. It's in. So at this point I'm going to feed the belt down there. So now that is coming out the bottom, fingers crossed. Yeah, it certainly is. I'll deal with all this. It's got a mind of its own, this belt has. It really does do its own thing. Right, so that's out the bottom. Just carry on pulling it. Here we go, here it comes. Oh my god, I forgot to put a thing on. Oh man. Oh well, it's staying like that. If it was hunky-dory I might put another one on, but that might be what they end up like anyway, all like that one, so I'm leaving that for the time being. Yeah. Excellent. We're getting there again. I've been here a couple of times, I can assure you. It's still rubbing now, but you know, there isn't a lot of room for it, and I'm expecting it to be rubbing now. I want to get a bit of tension on it though. Suppose I should pause that. Right, so belts now. Two rivets to install. Where are they? Hope I get this right. 2 rivets. 2 washers. 2 rivets, 2 washers. Where's the other end? So that must be the back, that must be the front. Yep, I got it right. We've got that rivet to pull out. I don't know whether this one will be the best or the worst to put in first, but there we go. Now, and fingers crossed. That can't be right. Yeah, it can't be right. You know why it can't be right? Because it wasn't right. It goes in that one there. It goes through those 2 there like that. Yep, that is exactly how it goes. So I think I better put the other one in as well, just to line them up when I'm doing it. could be a winning plan. There we go. So, both in position. Washer on. Yeah. It's the first time that's happened on this part of the operation. The little tip's fallen out the end of the rivet. One belt fully installed around a spindle bearing. Now I've just got to fully install it on the motor. Now this is where the good fun happens. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. I've had enough of that already. Let's get this in. Right. Now, this is all in alpha at the moment, so as we can see, it don't fit, right? So I have to do some jiggery pokery. There's a few options. One, it will go on, and I'll be happy. Excellent. That is great. So that's gone on. I'm quite happy at that because I haven't finished this mount yet. So I'm very happy that's gone on. Very happy indeed. At that point I can stretch it down a bit and then I'll go for the second pulley because that's where it needs to be. Yeah, baby. She's in. Is she going to turn? Move then, but it's only good fun. It is touching. I know it's touching because I can feel it touching, but I don't know what's happening here. So at the moment, in alpha, this system is not finished yet, but it is tensioning the belt. I know that because it tensions the belt. I just got my head on the camera and knocked it pretty bad. So I was just seeing. At the moment this is just levelling it up. This I'll try and stop it a little bit rocking. So now there is tension on it. And it still hits. It's rubbing on the leather now, I can feel it's just leather. There is no metal contact, but let's see if there's any metal contact when it runs up, because I know one thing, the leather will not beat the metal. The metal touching will start beating each other up. I was hoping I was going to grind some of the cast iron out of the watch grip. I think it's cast steel. It's a bit tougher than cast iron, I think. Might be wrong. But here we go. 13 hertz, it only starts at 10, this one. Sometimes it starts at 9.8. And we've got 10 there. So it's running. And there's bits of metal coming out, more bits of metal coming out, more bits of metal coming out. I think this is just the stainless steel insert bits, or whatever they are, just dropping out at the moment. Hopefully it's not detrimental. Looks pretty cool. It's not as smooth as it was before, but things might bed in. It's looking good, my hand is here. Awesome. So at the moment we're getting these fall out. There's another one falling out there. I'll show you what they are in a second. See if I can get one out, I'll get one out. So you get the rivet when it's new. And it comes with this all the way through the centre. And then that's the pull bit on the end which pulls the rivet down. And as you pull the metal out, that bit is usually left in the end of the rivet. And they're the bits that are falling out right now. So I'm not too bothered about them. Let's see, it stops pretty abruptly. So that one's come out. That one's come out. They've come out, that's come out, that one's in, that's out, out, in, out. There we go, so, you know, I can feel it, it's running backwards, so it sounds like backwards. There, a few more metal bits came out, there we go, there's a few more coming out now. So if that's the worst thing that happens, I'll be quite happy at that. There's a few more falling out, that's running backwards. It's definitely still rubbing. I could just take the edge off now with a file. So I think I'm going to let it run like that until it beds in and completely rubs all the extra bits of leather off. Then put it back when I move forward. Oh man, yeah. It's definitely got some decent purchase on now. It doesn't slip too much, just little, and that's just with one belt on. With two belts on, there's going to be no slipping at all. That was awesome. So let's have a look at that. We're still recording. Yeah, we're still recording. So it's rubbing here. Yeah, and it's looking good. I can pull some more tension on there if I want. It's getting a little bit slack. The general rule of thumb that I was taught as a motor mechanic was over 300 millimeters of open space where a fan belt spans, then you should have 5 mm deflection either way, and that's perfectly acceptable. The bearings can handle that. That's on a rubber reinforced A-section belt. Okay, this is a leather reinforced A-section belt, but that is way more than 5 mm, and it's around about 600 mm of play. And I'd say there's probably, and what you've got to do is you can't, yeah, I can force it way over there, like I can force it way over there. That's not what you do. You can feel when the tension starts coming on, if you've got any feel about you at all. And that looks about a centimetre each way to me. So just under an inch of total play from side to side. That's good. So I'm going to let that bed itself in, I think. I'm going to leave it running for a couple of hours and see if we can get all these bits that are rubbing up there. It's still rubbing, I think. A little bit. It feels pretty smooth. Backwards. It felt good backwards before. Hopefully I've got the belt on the right way for forward operations. That is forward, and the way I've done it is I've put the thin tape at the front, and that's the way I'd assume it's more aerodynamic that way, the normal operations, and it doesn't look like it's touching these on the inside, which is good. So we'll leave it like that. It is pulling on the rivet, so I'm not going to put any more tension on it, because you can see the rivets tension is up like that, but they're holding in. I can see they're holding in. Let's check them all, shall we? There's 40 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. One for good luck, and a few more just to make sure. Okay, run it up. So that's my Holbrook lathe. Back running again. It's been off the offline now for a week. I was in the middle of making these nuts. So I'll shut this off for a second. So I was in the middle of making these nuts. And you might think, well, I've got nuts here. Okay. And hopefully this is the right, I haven't checked it yet, hopefully this is the right thread. Which it isn't. You know why? I know why, what I've done wrong. These are M16, right? It's a good job I checked. Otherwise I got way through. I've just started parting when the belt snapped. These are M16 B2. And guess what I'm tapping and drilling here? M14 B2. What a div. Good job I checked. But anyway, I was saying, I've got nuts. Could use nuts to weld on to the bottom of the thing, but at the end of the day, the nut's so thick. These have got an extra couple of threads inside them. You can't quite see it there, but they are slightly thicker. They're about a quarter to half of the width of a nut wider. So I'll have more threads inside, and this is the lifting part for the table, and the diameter of these a lot better. So I've got it at the end there, so I've got miles more welding area. I need to put some weld prep on these. Well, that's what I'm doing, and I think something just happened, so I'm going to check the belt one more time. I think something just happened. Oh my goodness. Did something just happen? I don't know. Let's go around it a couple of times just to make certain we're alright. Make sure nothing's pulled out, no washes have come off. It's looking good. Everything's there. I don't know what the clunk was at the end there, but it's all there. And now let's put it to spindle free. So that's not even turning the belt. That's completely disengaged. Put it back in. And it stops quite fast. Oh well. Let's see that again. Are we getting some slippage on that, are we? We'll get some more speed. I can feel it rubbing. It's still rubbing. Let's take the threads out. There we go. We'll took the threads out and that's a lot quieter, isn't it? Now we can hear it completely. Oh, there's still some rubbing there, isn't there? Still a little bit of rubbing there. There's still some rubbing there. Damn. Just a little bit. I don't know, there is rubbing. There's still a little bit of rubbing going on there. Not a lot, just a little bit. Oh well, let's just let it run and see what happens. It's letting go. Stop. It's coming to pieces. We've got one loose. Yeah, it's gone through. Okay. That ain't gonna work. Let's bring it down and show you what's happened if I can. Yeah, take it down and show you what's happened. So it's cut through. Oh dear. So we're still not good. So it's ripped that one. Let me see that. There we go. So it's ripped straight through that one. Oh well. Not a lot I can do. Plan B is I've got some A-section belts on the way. Some rubber belts. I'm just going to modify them and see if they go on. Because this clearly isn't going to work. I thought we'd got there, but I'm not sure how good these are, you know. Not entirely certain. I think they'd be alright if you had it under really low tension and they weren't in confined spaces, but you know, I got a metre of this with the lathe when I got it. Obviously the person had tried to put them in, but he couldn't fit them in. I thought, well, that weren't long, it wasn't a long enough piece neither. So I've got 2 more metres, because these are about 1.5 metres each, just under 1.5 metres each. I've got 2 more metres of the stuff which matched, basically, which only cost £25. I've spent £3 on rivets and £3 on washers, and had a bit of a laugh. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. I mean, I could cut that off, see if it's going to run on 2. I don't know if it'll run on 2. I don't think it can it? I might whittle it down to just 2. That's how deep it goes in on 2. Just about see that there, can't you? So yeah, on 3 it protrudes, on 2 it's right in. I'm not sure if it's actually all the way in there neither. I might have had it too tight as well. You can see the rivets have been held over at an angle. There we go. That is not going to work on the Holbrook lathe, so don't even try it.